Alright, changing sprites. Let's run it first. Okay, so we've got a giraffe. What this is saying, right, is right off the bat, the animation is going to be a giraffe. And then the loop starts, right? And if you press the H key down, so we're going to press H, it becomes a hippo, right? I just pressed the H key. If I press the P down, it turns into a pig. And then it says R down. Obviously, there's something missing here. So, go to our sprites, grab sprite, set animation, and the animation this time, because it's R, is going to be the rabbit. Now let's reset it. Set giraffe. I press R, I've got a rabbit. I press P, I got a piggy. I press H, I've got a hippo. Now, when I let it go, it's staying on hippo, right? Or staying on rabbit. What I want is for the giraffe to be the default, right? So to do this, all I have to do is grab the default and pull it into the loop. So every single time it's going to start at the giraffe. Then I can change it and it goes back to giraffe, no matter how many times I hit it. Or rabbit, because every single time it loops, it's going to start with a giraffe. And then when you hold the key down, it changes to your animal, and when you let go of the key, it goes back to the loop of giraffe. And you did it. Alright, so what we're doing here, we've got a ladybug, and we want to add a keyboard input to make the ladybug move to the right when we press the right arrow on the keyboard. To do this, it's going to go left to right, which is the x-axis. Up and down will be the y-axis. So, let's get started. We're going to be inside of our loop, and we're going to add our conditional, right? So we're saying if we press the key down, and the key we're going to choose is the right key, we're going to make the variable, the x, equals something, because we're going to give it, a +1 to move, right? But we have to name x, and x is the sprite's x, right? Sprite meaning the name of it. Our variable is called bug, so we got to make sure it matches. Bug x equals, and then from our last lesson we got to add the math, right? Here's the math plus. So now we're saying when the right key is pressed, bug x, which again we got to make it match, equals bug x plus 1. So we're saying every time the right key is pressed, the bug x is going to go 1. Let's check it out. I'm pressing the right key and it's moving. Cool. Now if we want to get crazy, we can add another conditional. If keyboard left instead of right, and then remember we can just copy code too. So I'm just going to copy this code, copy, paste, and then let's go back to the blocks. And just add a -1 here. So now I'm saying when I press the left button, it's going to go -1. Hopefully. Just reset. Hit run. And I press the right key, it goes right. I press the left key, it goes left. Awesome. Doop-de-doo. Alright, we're back to the fish. So let's hit run and see what we have. The fish are all moving. But we want to add if statements so that when you press the key, the fish move instead. So first thing we want to do is go to our loop, right? And we want to add the if statements. If. So now we're saying if. And we're going to grab the orange fish. If key code. Alright, so if the key up is pressed, the orange fish is going to go -2. Let's check it out. So I'm pressing the up key and there's the orange fish. So I can do the same thing again, adding an if statement. If, drop that in, add the key control, and this time we'll go down. The blue fish is going to move. Let's check it out. So here's down, here's up, down and up, very nice. Now let's finish it off. If the green fish, key code, left is pressed. Let's check it out. Left, up, down. It works. Yahoo! Okay, on this lesson, what we want to do is have these gears running only when the space bar is pressed. So that would be an if the space bar is pressed. To do this, we're going to go to our controls in our loop. And let's go ahead and drop it in. And then we need to add our control. When you key down, press, space bar is pressed. So when the space bar is pressed down, instead of these running automatically, we're just going to drop them in. Let's see what it looks like without the red in there. So the red is still going, right? Because it's not in the if. And if I press the space bar, the other one should go, hopefully. And they do. Alright, so all I need to do is drop this red in there, reset it, and none of them should move until I press the space bar. That's it, we did it. Alright, so now we did that movement with the bug, and we just need to add more. So again, we're going to add more conditions. If, right, so we have, at this point, if it goes right, and the right button is pushed, it's going to move +1. If the left button is pushed, it's going to go -1. So now, we're going to add the world keys down. And then add our variable. And then our sprite. But check it out. We want it to go up and down this time, right? Not left and right. So instead of the X, we're going to use Y. So I drop in the Y. I call it bug because that's what we got to do. And now we're going to add our math. And then we need to add the name, Sprite. Again, it's Y because it's going up and down this time. Bug. And then -1, right? Because we want him to go up. And if it's up, you can see down here, the numbers go up. So let's run it. Let's see what we've got. Left works, right works, up works. So now we need to do the same thing for the bottom. So we're set. If control down this time, put in our variable, and again we got to put in our sprite, but with the Y, because it's on the Y-axis, up and down. It's got to match, so we call it bug. Get our math in there this time. Add our sprite. Make sure it matches. And this time, instead of minus, we're going to go plus. So just a 1. Let's run it. Okay, up, down, left, right. We've got it all. And this is programming. Alright, in this lesson they want you to have your bug and be able to control it, but when you turn left, it changes the direction of the actual picture, right? So to do that, we're going to go into animation first, and we're going to make copies. So we're just going to click duplicate 3 times. 2, 3. Okay, so we have ladybug, ladybug, L for left, ladybug, U for up, ladybug, D for down. Okay, this first ladybug's good. This second ladybug we need to change, so we're just going to reflect it, flip it, click that, right here, and there it is. So now we've got the left turn. Ladybug up, we want to rotate it. Now it's pointing up, that's good. And let's flip this one. That one's going down. So now we have all of our directions. Let's get back to code. Alright, now we need to change the sprite. Right, so we're just adding a more the actual sprite. So for down, right, we're going to use our sprite. We got to call it bug. And then this one's just our standard ladybug. Now for the next one, left, add our sprite again. Give it the name bug. And this one's going left, right? So we want Ladybug L for left. And then we drop in our up. Give it the matching name bug. And Ladybug U for up. And then Sprite again. Give it the proper name. And Ladybug D for down. Let's run it and see what happens. Now if I go left arrow, it should switch sides. And it does. Right? So it changes directions. So this is how, just like your video games are done with conditionals. If it's going left, the image switches left. If it goes right, image switches right. Rock and roll.